Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Hashem, Kodash. Shalom to the hopefully elect out there. Um, Coming to you in sincerity and in truth. And I'm going to entitle this video, the madness and confusion of these other camps. The madness and confusion, or the utter madness and confusion of these other camps. Anyway, this is I put up what is that? I put up ISUPK Mark of the Beast, and a video popped up 8 years ago. I believe they were down in Washington, and y'all seen that video before. But then on the thumbnail on the right side of the monitor, you had this video. So I said, let me click on it, and this was put up 1 year ago. So this is a dialogue, not so much a debate. Sakari versus Believers of the Way, Mark of the Beast, and Paul's writing. I think they're going to mostly go on the Mark of the Beast itself. Now, right about here, and what I'm doing right now, give me a second. What I'm doing right now is I'm making a recording of this video, and I'm going to put it up as a separate video. What did I say? Give me a second here. Well, you'll see it coming up. So this is like an intro to the video that's coming up, which is this whole video, Sakari versus Believers of the Way, Mark of the Beast, and Paul's writings 2021. Now, right about here, a little before this, maybe about 6 minutes and 40 seconds in, 6 minutes and 53 seconds in, Deacon Akar asked him a question about the lake of fire. And I thought he was going to give the standard, oh, well, that's America. And he said, well, I really don't know if it's America. So I said, oh, boy. I said, these other camps that just popped up out of nowhere, major camps, if you don't know, is, not necessarily in any order, alphabetical order, GMS, IUIC, ISUBK. ISUBK, GMS, IUIC, HOI, HODC, AOC, but I haven't seen them around. I haven't seen any videos that they put up in recent years. But the major camps is GMS, ISUPK, and IUIC. And other than that, these other camps, they broke off from one of those former One West camps, alphabet camps, whatever you want to call it. The Believers of the Way, I don't know if there was a brother that was a part of One West or whatever. I don't know if he was a part. He looks kind of young, but we got on these guys before, Believers of the Way. I personally went back and forth with this individual, and for him to make that statement at this minute mark is madness. Because basically, as a matter of fact, let me let you hear it. I didn't want to make this long, but let me let you hear it. And he doesn't even have an answer. He said, I don't know if it's this, maybe you got. When somebody says that, that means they just don't know. So that's what you say, well, I'm really not sure. Well, guess what? You have no business teaching the scriptures because it says in Ezekiel 3rd chapter, eat the whole roll, meaning you got to understand every aspect of the scripture, 100%. Any question they ask you about the scripture, you can give them an answer. So I'm gonna let you listen. This is 6 minutes and 10 seconds in.
What's your understanding about the lake of fire now?
As far as where's the lake of fire, that debate was so all over the place. But as far as where the lake of fire will be, I'm gonna be honest. My positioning on it, I can't say if it's America or not. From my understanding, maybe if you have precepts that says it's going to be this place, by all means. But I don't know where the lake of fire is going to be, but I do know it's going to be a place of torment.
Torment? Like, is it going to be eternal torment?
I believe it's eternal. I know, but that's gonna go into another.
Right. Okay. So like,
So as you can see, they're completely the believers of the way. I believe he's a leader, but this individual right here, Ratazan Shah Yun. I guarantee you, he got it from one of the. He didn't attend no yeshiva, no Jewish yeshiva. He got it from somebody from formerly of the One West. I don't know if he followed us, IUIC or whatever, but he got it from the One West because we're the only ones that speak that Lashwan Kodash, meaning that ancient Hebrew, which is different from the way the small hats teach. But you heard it, right? He basically said he has no business teaching. Let me bring it back. He has no business teaching. He cannot say we got 100% truth. He cannot quote John the 2nd chapter, which what is it? Not John the 2nd chapter, but First John the 2nd chapter, where it's what is that? The 20th verse, where it speaks about we have an unction from the Holy One and we know all things. He can't say that. If you ask him, "Do you know all things?" he would have to say no. So if he says no, that means he has no business teaching. You know? So let's listen to this again. I'm at 606.
question was, do you still believe that the lake of fire, or what's your understanding about the lake of fire now?
I mean, as far as where's the lake of fire, I mean that debate was so all over the place. But as far as where the lake of fire will be, I'm gonna be honest. My positioning on it, I can't say if it's America or not.
Which means he doesn't know. What do we say? It's America. From a bird's eye view, a schematic looking down on the earth, that's America on fire. It says hell, death and hell shall be cast into the lake of fire. And this is what you ask Christians. You ask about hell, then you ask about the lake of fire. They say that the lake of fire is hell. Then you ask them, are there two different hells? No, there's one hell. So could you explain to me how can hell be cast into hell, which is the lake of fire? So he does not understand the scriptures. Now listen on. I didn't even know they were going to bring this up. You got these guys just out there doing what the fuck they want to do, man. A child left to himself shall become willful. In other words, they're gonna do what they want to do. That's why you got the Wi-Fi, the WFI. They're gonna do a video Saturday, this Saturday coming on the Mark of the Beast, and they're gonna straighten the whole thing out. Them guys came up. First of all, they learned about being an Israelite through watching the videos on YouTube of the former One Westers, and what some of the heads did that formed their own group. They came around us. So my name is such and so shalom, and they would be out there listening to us, and sometimes they would add scriptures and all that. This was on 34th Street, and then they would be with Zabak. I don't know who else they were with, but they came to our camp a couple of times, saluted us and all that. So Zabak teaches different things than what we teach, mainly the Mark of the Beast. So I don't know if they said, well, we're going to go with Zabak's breakdown of it, not GMS. But certain things we're going to go with that GMS teach. That's why they came out more than once, maybe 3 times. I know more than once that they came out. So they pretty much started by watching, the videos on YouTube. And then instead of coming through one of the camps or one of the teachers, they became self-proclaimed teachers. See, we came up under teachers, man. So they're out of order right there. And that pride then took them over. So they're going to do a video. Really, they're doing that video because of the back and forth with GMS going against SOT, Wi-Fi, and maybe some of these other groups. and they're gonna nip it in the bud. And you know what? It's gonna they're gonna deceive the people. That's all they're gonna do. The people that are following them, that are blindly following them, they're gonna be deceived. So like I said, this I'm surprised he said that. And then he goes on to say that he believes that there's an eternal hell.
From my understanding, maybe if you have precepts that says it's going to be this place, by all means, but I don't know where the lake of fire is going to be, but I do know it's going to be a place of torment.
Torment? Like, is it going to be eternal torment?
I believe it's eternal. I know, but that's going to go into another.
So he means that there's a hell and that people burn in hell. That's which is a Roman Catholic, Greek mythology / Roman Catholic doctrine. The Roman Catholics got that from Greek mythology. When you go to the Greek mythology, there was a 3-headed dog down there in hell. So are we gonna count a 3-headed dog in the lake of fire? So this guy's clearly going off, and he has no business being out there on the highways and the byways whatsoever. And the same goes with the WFI. They have no business being out there. You know, they're basically renegades of this truth. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom, and what I'll do is I'm gonna put this video up in its entirety, and I'm gonna put it up as a premiere so you can make comments on it. Shalom, on to the next one. Shalom.